Hello, everyone. We are back once again with Blue Dragon 5. Say hello, Blue Dragon 5.
Hello.
I and we're here to talk about the Thor trailer that came out today, very early morning for me. So I caught it very early, and I've just finished watching it again. Uh, my first complaint, though, not enough Natalie Portman in this in this trailer. It should have just been money shots of Natalie Portman all the way through.
Yeah.
And I've already watched someone's review for this, Jeremy James, I believe it is.
Oh,
So,
he reviewed it
he,
already?
yeah, he reviewed it already.
Good.
That's essentially how I got to see it, because I saw a fake trailer that was claiming to be official initially.
Well,
So
you
it was
know how that goes.
I
There's
was
a
going,
thousand
hey,
fake trailers.
yeah. So anyway, I checked out the real trailer. It looks amazing. Just I know a lot of people were disappointed with Thor, and a lot of the people were like, uh, "Oh, Thor wasn't that good. It wasn't as good as Iron Man or anything like that." But
Were really
uh,
that many people that way?
yeah, like people usually put it at the bottom of their list. Usually, it's either Thor or Iron Man 2.
I think it's really. I thought the Hulk kind of is the one that's put at the bottom of the list.
Uh Usually maybe that is, but I've heard people say that this was the most disappointing one. But
Uh,
you know,
I don't know. I always liked Thor. It captured the spirit that the first Iron Man film did.
mm, yeah,
At least I, at
usually
least I thought that.
Iron Man's on top, and that's understandable. But I liked it. I mean, I'm not that familiar with Thor, but when I grabbed it on DVD, I wasn't disappointed. I mean, it's got Natalie Portman in it. I mean, that's kind of sorry, people, but she is my favorite actress, and she should be my wife right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll probably be like, don't sit next to me if you're at the theater, because you'll just be
He'll be
seeing me.
drooling. He'll be drooling over Natalie Portman.
Yes. Uh, Apparently, according to Jeremy James, Kate, Cat, uh, one of the
It's Kat Dennings.
yeah, sure, from Two Broke Girls is in this. So another
Yes.
awesome chick in this, and I didn't realize it was her, but
Nope, it's
yes.
still her. She was in the first one.
Oh, she was. I'll have to
Yeah,
watch.
she's the one who tasered Thor.
Oh, okay, that's her. Didn't recognize her.
Well, we got Anthony Hopkins returning, and that's always good.
Yeah, Anthony Hopkins. I'm expecting a great job as always, because he is a brilliant actor. I mean, I can't get enough of him. And I truly believe he was the best pick for his role as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing, this trailer looks like it's gonna be a really good movie. I did notice a few things. Well, one thing about Natalie Portman though in this film is that I'm glad that she's gonna be in it, and I'm glad, Thor kept his end of the promise, the deal.
Yes.
But I know they're gonna rationalize it, some reason it out in the film. But I'm saying, just looking at the trailer right now, I'm thinking, if there's this big battle going on in Asgard, why would he bring his human girlfriend there? All this mess, and then of course they say, everything you love most is no. I'm saying you brought her there.
Yeah. That's really weird.
I'm just
Uh,
wondering why she needs to be there in particular. I mean, I can understand visiting her on Earth, and he does that. I'm just assuming that maybe they need her knowledge of all like really her knowledge came from Thor's knowledge of like the nine realms.
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, she must have some knowledge about something. That's why they bring her there.
Yeah. The only thing I can rationalize is maybe there is some sort of invasion plan for Earth. He goes back and rescues her, and Yeah, he needs Loki to help him out to stop this invasion, and obviously by the end of the movie, Loki's going to betray him and get away again.
That was the best part of that trailer, the Hannibal Lecter style Loki. I knew it was going to be like that. I've been saying
Uh,
that since Avengers. He was wearing the little Lecter mask, and I said, "Oh, it's gonna be like Hannibal Lecter. He's gonna be caught somewhere. He's gonna be in a cell somewhere in Asgard."
yeah, I wonder if Anthony Hopkins on the set was going, "Hang on, aren't I supposed to be in that cell?"
Oh, and I love it. Oh yeah. Oh, he's in that cell. He's waiting. He's just so happy.
Yes, I love it. He says, "If you betray me, I will kill you." Well, we better get started then, hadn't we?
Oh yeah. It's gonna be a good movie.
Yes, it is. I'm hoping that Natalie Portman gets a bit more to do this time around, though, as well.
I'm sure she will.
Yeah.
I hope they bring back Skarsgård. You know, the guy playing Dr. Selvig.
Oh, yes.
I really hope they bring him back, and I'm sure they will. But you know, again, I always enjoyed him in Thor and
Yeah.
Avengers.
Yeah, I did as well. I'm just,
I think.
I
Sorry.
go ahead. No.
I think he's a good supporting character. You know, again, this is kind of a thing with me. You know, I love the Commissioner Gordon type characters, and I think in a way, he's kind of like Thor's Commissioner Gordon, just the kind of the logical guy there is kind of helping Thor out.
Yeah.
You know, like in Thor, he sits him down for some life lessons. Kind of, you know, basically they get drunk together, they're buddies. Mentions that in Avengers. You know, he's a good man, Selvig.
Yes, he is.
You know, I just like that. I think he's a good supporting character, and I do hope to see him, and I trust we'll see him. Also, I'm curious about the Shield show, what they're going to do with Agent Coulson, because at first I was thinking, oh, it'd be nice if Agent Coulson's going to return. Oh, wait, no, he's not. But wait, Shield show. Do you think we're going to
Yeah.
get Iron Man in this film?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't think so.
What about
I
Captain America?
maybe one of those will appear in like a Avengers 2 type teaser at the end. I'm not expecting anyone else to show up from Avengers.
Because
Really?
I heard some rumors that in some of these sequel films that we're going to get like well, I mean, guest stars in the plot of the movie, like Thor's battling Captain America and says, "Yeah, I'll see ya." Then he goes on with his plot of the movie. I'm not saying it to be a good or a bad thing. I'm just saying there are rumors at this point, speculation. I wouldn't mind it, but I don't expect it.
You know who I would be expecting to show up in this one?
Hawkeye.
No, Black Widow.
I would be expecting Hawkeye because he was in the first Thor movie.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe they switch things up.
Well, did you know that again? I count the comic tie-ins for the Avengers because they're not really bad and they don't really contradict anything.
Okay.
So I kind of include them. But what they said was Black Widow during while the movies were going on, she before she was called in to help Iron Man, she was tailing the Hulk in the college campus.
Oh, okay.
So basically, she was like a student at the college we just didn't see because she was being covert and just saving people if they were in danger.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I don't know. Plus, also, it just says from the Incredible Hulk that she's the leader is in a cell somewhere in a Shield base, which I think's awesome, and I hope that comes into play for a Hulk film to come.
I'm not overly sure what to do with Hulk going forward.
Yeah. I don't know. I enjoyed. I don't know if I'm one of the few, but I enjoyed the Incredible Hulk film better than the regular Hulk, Ang Lee Hulk. I imagine many people feel that way, but I still say I like that maybe a little more than Iron Man 2. But still, again, for Iron Man 2, I don't hate Iron Man 2. It's just I like it least for some reason. It's not I just have a bunch of I guess nitpicks are just the only major complaint I think of. Is just not as good as the first one. I can't really outline the reasons.
Yeah. It would be interesting though if maybe not Hulk but Bruce Banner shows up in Thor. a teaser because them two usually, as far as Avengers go, usually have a little contest going back and forth.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was more him and I would love to see, and I've heard this brought up at the panel with Robert Downey Jr. after, like right after the Avengers, and he was talking about Iron Man 3. Someone said, before Iron Man 3 starts, are we going to see Hulk and Tony Stark in Vegas? Are we going to see Bruce Banner and Tony Stark in Vegas? They're kind of hinting at the end of Avengers, like they were going off in a car together. You think?
Yeah.
Basically says, I know a lot of you are thinking that Hulk and Iron Man, the Hulk and Iron Man are going to be in Vegas. They're asking if the Hulk's going to be in Iron Man 3 in some capacity because they hit it off so well in Avengers. And you're going to see Tony Stark take Bruce Banner to a plane and off to Avengers 3. Off to Avengers 2, I mean. Plane's going to land in Avengers 2, so I think saying that no, he's not going to be in there. That would be awesome, though, if they see him getting back from Vegas.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to Iron Man 3. It's coming out soon over here.
Yeah, it's already out over here. I'm probably going to see it next week, so yeah.
Well, next week's when it comes out for me, I believe. Yeah, should be next Friday.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll probably have seen it by then. But, yeah, well, I was going to announce here maybe we should get together for a Iron Man 3 review type thing.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
Mm.
I'll tell you what's annoying.
What?
In preparation for these big events, I have, no show times for Iron Man 3, and that's really bothering me.
Oh, you wouldn't believe it, man. But
I hate it. I don't see why they can't just outline the show times in advance. I mean, it's a big movie. A lot of people are going to be getting tickets or wanting to know the show times.
Sure.
But I'm trailing off. Back to Thor.
Yeah, Thor. Thor is... Look, it does look good. It looks like we're going to have some epic battles, at least 2, I believe.
Just 2?
It looks like 2, at least. I said at least, but I'm expecting more than 2 epic battles. Probably 1 at the beginning and 1 for the final, and it looks like somebody's going to die.
You don't think they're gonna? No, they're not killing off Natalie Portman.
They kill off Natalie Portman, I riot.
Well, I think they're gonna almost kill Natalie Portman, but it's probably just one of those idle threats in the trailers, you know.
Yeah, where he goes, no! And it's probably someone completely... Yeah. I must say, Chris Hemsworth was greatly cast as Thor. I really enjoyed him in the first one, and I enjoyed him in Avengers, and I'm expecting to enjoy him in Thor 2, Dark World. Yeah, so I just want to get that out there. And plus, he's Australian, so he's been well trained. He's worked with some great people before, and I know in his part in Star Trek 2009 was the only part I enjoyed. Really.
I do love I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I do love the scale of this trailer that this trailer tries to get across. Basically, this big moment, it kind of starts action-packed. He brings Natalie Portman, so we get that out of the way immediately because everyone's saying, when's Natalie Portman coming back? I know it's probably you, being 50% of that crowd, maybe more.
Yep.
Yeah. But it's immediately he says, I made a promise. I'm here. I kept the promise. He says, the whole deal thing at the end of that, which I do like. Then, of course, this big... Kat Dennings is going over there saying, "Wait, where are you going?" They basically this huge blast in the middle of the street, leading to these giant doors opening. The music's building. It's just really cool. And you see the scale of Asgard. It's like Asgard you haven't seen before. You might actually be in a different realm for all I know. Yeah,
but maybe it's just they build up some more sets and stuff. So and be able to show that Asgard is more than this one building with this Rainbow Road and everything.
I don't know. We are going into a different realm for the film, so we might be in that different realm in the trailer.
Yeah, maybe.
It's the Dark World, so that's it's one of the realms, I believe.
Yeah, what's with the word dark? Ever since the Dark Knight, everything's dark.
Well, and this one is justified because that's actually in their names.
Uh,
I mean, it's literally like they're like dark. It's like dark trolls, I believe.
yeah.
And I'm not a big Thor fan, and anyone knows, leave in the comments. Leave some answers like who the supposed villain is.
Apart from Loki, we know Loki.
Because again, I'm not a big Thor fan. I'm probably gonna ask Dan. He might, if he's gracious enough, he'll tell me.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're probably in some different realms for this film.
Yeah. And I'm not expecting much from Kat Dennings because she probably had to just do her little thing and then go back to Two Broke Girls.
Yeah. Also, I noticed like the wardrobe's a little more Asgardian, and it's a little different because Thor's main thing is like, I don't know, looks a tad Scottish maybe. No, I don't know, not Scottish, but I don't know. He has like some extra pieces on his costume, and then he's making it more Asgardian journey clothing, where he has some brown sort of poncho thing on him.
Yeah. Oh, but I know what everyone's going to be complaining about.
No helmet.
No helmet. Oh dear.
That's still, I don't know. I've grown to accept it, but still, I love the helmet, and I wish here he's not when he's not in action mode. He's wearing the problem is they can't have the helmet during the stunts because it make things unsafe, unbalance him. Even though apparently Loki has no problem with this.
Fair enough, but when he's not, he should be wearing the helmet.
Well, that's the thing. He wouldn't have any reason when he's not. That's why we don't have a helmet. He should only wear the helmet when he's going in the battle, but he can't wear it when he goes in the battle because of the stunt thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of a shame, and yeah, if I ever do get the Hot Toys Thor, I'm going to probably have to buy the helmet accessory so I can put it on the Avengers Thor. But still. I love the look because he wore it in Thor. It's basically kind of a tease.
Yeah.
Loki wears his helmet. Nothing for Thor. But it's basically, come on, we basically got great Thor here.
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth doing a great job.
I would say the casting for the Marvel films are really, really great.
Yeah.
I think this guy really does look the part for Thor, and he's just like, it's kind of like how Christopher Reeve's Superman and Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man, Tony Stark, and I don't know. I think one could maybe stretch and say that this guy is Thor.
Yeah. Yes. However, especially in the first film, I could still hear that Aussie accent coming through.
Yeah. Also, we get Sif in this trailer.
Who?
Sif, the girl from Thor.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say yeah. Do you think there's something maybe she wanted Thor?
Well, in the comics and in the animated stuff, she has a relationship with Thor. So, like on Earth, his girlfriend is Natalie Portman, and he has the best of both worlds, literally, and that he has his girlfriend on Asgard. I forget what broke up the relationship. I guess it's because he just stayed on Asgard more in the comics. And that's why he went with Sif.
Fair enough. Yeah. I just know that there is another villain I was looking forward to that was in the Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes. I was interested to see, which was the sorceress woman.
The Enchantress?
That's it.
Is she officially in this film, or what?
No, I was hoping we'd get her for maybe the next one. But
I heard rumors that she was supposed to be in this film, and I don't know. I don't see anything disproving it yet.
Yeah.
It'd be nice, because she's a good character. I love it when she teams up with Loki. That would be a great third one. Her and Loki teaming up.
Yes.
See the thing about the two people scorned by Thor teaming up.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
I wonder how they fit in the relationship between Enchantress and Thor. They're either going to play her like Catwoman now, basically she's infatuated with him, but she's still a bad person, or they're going to say they used to date, basically. And then that's that thing. She's an ex-girlfriend who still wants him.
Yes, I would. I
Yeah.
think that might be, the ex-girlfriend route might be the way to go, but
Well, that's usually how it is. I'm just saying the way they might play it is the Catwoman route. If they, I don't know exactly how they can say he's been in a relationship with her, unless they just say. I mean, they haven't set her up previously, is what I'm saying. They could just say, before the film, we were involved and we fell out. She's obsessed with me, that sort of deal.
yeah.
I
Do you think,
remember
mate?
this. I remember the Superhero Squad cartoon. They did it a really funny way. Thor had a band, and and she was a groupie, and basically he spurned her affection because he's too dumb to realize it.
And let me guess, the name of the band was Thunderstruck.
It was something like that. I forget what it was, but could have been the Rock of Ages or Moleyorn.
Yeah. I do hope we get some setup for her because she was awesome in the cartoon. I really thought we'd get her. I thought that was like going to be like the next one because yeah.
Again, Magpie, you gotta check out Hulk versus because she's a big part in that one, and Loki's in there, and he's awesome. And of course, my favorite segment's the Hulk versus Wolverine short, in which Deadpool's in it.
Oh yeah, I will check it out. I did see it at one of my local DVD shops, so
You
see if
gotta
it's
buy.
still
Make sure you buy the one with both the shorts in there, and don't buy just one DVD.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, anything else you want to add? Because there's not much else I have to say. I'm just really excited for the film, and I'm stoked that we're going to get some battles and.
Well, let me. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, just
Yeah.
found some stuff here. Do you have the trailer in front of you at the moment?
Hang on. People might be hearing my trailer. Hang on. Turn it down on my phone. Yeah, I got it in front of me now.
Okay. Go to 1:15.
Okay. Oh, by the way, I love the monologue in this.
Oh yeah, Anthony Hopkins delivers a monologue perfectly.
I'm okay on 116, 115.
Okay, now just
Oh,
to be
no, no.
clear, that's Sif, not Natalie Portman, right?
Yeah. Oh, keep going on. Keep missing it. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Okay,
it.
so that's not Natalie Portman. Just making sure.
No, that's it.
No, it's just that one shot looks a little ambiguous, but I mean, it's just because it went by quick. I guess we're getting the expert here to let me know.
Well, 116, it is Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
Looks like. What's she doing there?
Wait, do you mean... Yeah, the one with the shield is Sif.
Yeah.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Natalie Portman is. For some reason, I must have a different trailer than you. But yeah,
I still wonder who this lizard face guy is.
yeah, that guy. I gather he's going to be the big bad.
Yeah. By the way, disregard the Scottish comment. I don't know. I think it means he has like more hanging parts on his costume, like how he has the chainmail. It has like more of that all over the costume.
Yeah.
Yeah, like around the like the belt region, I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not much of a costume guy, but yeah, I like the costume. I like that they give him a cape and everything. It looks awesome.
And I love that transition with the Marvel logo from his cape.
Yeah.
They really make their digital capes look great. Because you have to remember, when they shoot Man of Steel and they shoot Thor, at least for Thor, it's half of the time it's practical and half of the time it's CG. Superman, I'm not sure. Superman might be completely computer generated.
Fair enough.
Either way, I love the way Thor's cape looks, and I hope they capture some of that for Superman.
Yeah, me too.
And
I mean,
also,
you probably have to do it digital part-time as well because,
yeah.
when you're tripping over it, and it probably looks better sometimes CG. I know. Oh, that was fun.
So that's a neat truck flipping over effect at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because I was wondering what was up with it. Like, okay, so it's some machine's turning truck, but no, it's not. It's not a machine. The things inside are floating. Because it's slow-mo and Anthony Hopkins is talking. I'm instantly hooked for this trailer.
Yeah.
But still, so far, it's no Dark Knight Rises trailer, but we'll see how the third Thor trailer holds up to it.
Well, we still. I've got until like the UK one says October, but I got a feeling we'll probably get it before about the same time, but probably a bit earlier.
I don't know what it is about third trailers. They're always awesome. Dark Knight Rises, my favorite trailer. Then you got Man of Steel has a great third trailer.
Oh.
We got this. This is a good start itself.
Well, the first Iron Man trailer had me hooked.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
I'll admit that, definitely.
Mm.
It was still, past Iron Man trailers after that, we get some more Mandarin.
Mm.
Which is neat.
Yeah, Ben Kingsley's going to be awesome.
I wonder if I hope all the humor isn't taken out of Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
I'm saying, I don't know, they could still have kind of like a Batman Begins, Nolan Batman humor about it still, even if it is serious, you know? I mean, the Nolan films do have a lot of good comedy or good wordplay to them, you know, like between Lucius Fox, Bruce Wayne, and, you know, like especially in Rises, you know, like it's Kyle. So that's what it feels like.
Yeah. I hope we get a bit of that humor still in there. And
yeah, because it is going to be real serious, but it does look great.
I expect a huge fall.
Oh yeah. You know, the Marvel girlfriends are always. I think all the Marvel female supporting character girlfriends are really well done characters in these films. Would you agree?
Mm.
Think about it.
Yeah, Gwyneth Paltrow, yeah, she's good in Iron Man. I don't know about the Incredible Hulk one because I haven't seen Incredible Hulk.
Well, yeah, I think she's good. A lot of people say they like the first one in Hulk better, you know, Jennifer Connelly, but I like Liv Tyler better.
Liv Tyler, yeah. Well, how can you go wrong with Liv?
I think she's good.
Yeah, whoever it was in Captain America.
Yeah, well, the character is
Dead.
well, no, she's not dead. Actually, she's going to be in Captain America too.
How?
She's 70 years old.
Mm. Fair enough.
Well, actually, is it 70 or she's in her like 70? Like she's really old. There's a post I kept hearing this was filmed for Avengers, but it's not on the DVD, and I don't know if it's on YouTube yet, but because they've been uploading deleted scenes that weren't on the DVD on YouTube for some reason. I don't know. Some of them might be on the Blu-ray. Some extras might be on the Blu-ray. Either way, there's a scene in which Captain America was supposed to be dancing with her, you know, saying, you know, I'll save that dance for you. You never got to it until 70 years later.
Fair enough.
It's going to be weird because in Captain America 2, Shannon Carter is supposed to be in her because it's Peggy Carter's the one from the 40s, and her daughter is Sharon. Sharon. God, I can't. I think it's Shannon Carter.
Yeah.
Is it that?
Whatever, but yeah, okay, I'm getting it. Okay, so.
Yeah. Anyway, basically, he dates her afterwards.
Ooh.
Carter, so I'm wondering how they're going to play that off, because I don't know if they're going to develop a relationship between the two or what.
Oh, that's a bit weird.
Yeah, it's a tough thing to pull off.
Yeah. But anyway, I haven't got much else to say about the Thor trailer, and I'm just really excited for it and everything.
Oh, it's Sharon. It's Sharon, definitely. I got it now.
Okay.
Sorry. It's bothering me. But overall, last thoughts on Thor?
Chris Hemsworth looks awesome. Loki's probably going to end up betraying him and getting away, or getting re-imprisoned or something. Natalie Portman will be her normal, awesome self, probably, even if she's not given much to do.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's about it. Kate, I'm sure Kat Dennings will be in about 5 minutes of this film before she heads back to being awesome in Two Broke Girls.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me ask you this before I give my final thoughts. How do you? They say they're going to use the cosmic cube to bring Thor back to Earth. If I'm, think that's going to be true.
I'm suspecting they're going to just have the Rainbow Bridge rebuilt. I'm not sure why that was ever a problem.
Because I can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen Thor. I can't recognize if the effect's more from Avengers or it's from the original Thor with the Rainbow Bridge.
Okay.
So I can't say for sure, but either way, it looks good. The point is, he's going to Earth and then Asgard, so it looks like things are on its way. Because Odin had to use dark magic to bring him there in Avengers.
Yeah.
But my final thoughts are. Again, it would be nice to see Skarsgård return as Dr. Selvig. Yeah, he's a good character, in some capacity. I'm saying like that 5-minute sequence, where it's somewhat at the end. It'd be nice to see him in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's gonna be mentioned, but it'd be nice if we actually see him there.
Yeah.
Also, I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say I expect one of the Avengers to make an appearance in the end teaser of this film.
At the end teaser, I would hope so, and I hope they really aren't outlawing not outlawing, but they're not. I hope it's false about them not having anything at the end of the films anymore. Because I don't know, I'd love to have stuff at the end.
Yeah, me too.
But again, the closing thoughts. This film looks great. Looks like it's gonna have good scale to it. It's going to be this one's going to be more of an action film than the other ones. I'm expecting a lot more than 3 battles. We got 3 in the original Thor film. We got 3 battles at least. We got the Frost Giants. Technically 4 if you count the Thor fighting his way through all the S.H.I.E.L.D. bodyguards.
Yeah.
Then you have the Destroyer battle and then the Loki battle. So 4. But again, this one's going to be action-packed. I'm expecting him to go on a journey with the Warriors 3,
Fair enough.
Those guys. So
do you expect Thanos to make an appearance?
I don't know about Thanos. I hear he's going to make an appearance in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to get... Well, we could get at the end of the movie?
What?
We could get a more Thor-related thing, like mid-credits, but at the end of the credits we could see... Thanos finding Infinity Gem.
Okay.
And basically, his smile. It'd be funny if he just kept smiling to the camera for each film. Like even in Iron Man 3, he finds Crystal and just smiles to the camera, and Captain Logan leaves that up. But yeah, again, it's gonna be more of an action film, a journey film, I suspect. Him going with the Warriors 3, including Lady Sif. Natalie Portman's along for the ride. They're going to foil bad guy plots, a lot of danger along the way, big lavish sets. I'm expecting Loki along for the journey as well. So he's probably just going to have a lot of remarks towards Natalie Portman, just trying to mock her and get under Thor's skin. I'm imagining that. Or would it be funny if he pined over her too, kind of like a weird love triangle. Or if he flirts with her just to tick Thor off. Anyway, again, this film looks like it's going to be great. Good first trailer. I don't know if it's going to outdo Iron Man 3. Then again, I haven't seen Iron Man 3 yet, but it looks like it's going to be good. And just building for Avengers 2. It'd be even more awesome than the first Avengers, if possible.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I think that's pretty much it for me as well. I'm not going in with huge expectations, but I'm expecting a lot of action in this one. So that's about it.
I'm expecting it to be good.
Okay, me too. Thank you for everybody who's listening. See you around later for something else, maybe.
See you.
Bye.
Goodbye.